So let me get this straight. Are you guys trying to tell me that a man who preaches socialism from the pulpit, surrounds himself with emotional hype, and manipulates his followers through fear and guilt, and demands loyalty to the movement over the Messiah, is it a cult leader? Sir, ma'am, we need to talk. Because today I'm going to be making some connections between the People's Temple and Stillbirth, also known as New Birth Missionary Baptist Church. And do not clutch your pearls, because I said what I said, and it's going to be what it's going to be. Coming up next on Unshakable with April Chapman. Grace and peace, you guys. Welcome to Unshakable with April Chapman, where we discuss all things social, cultural, political, and theological from a biblical perspective. I am your host, April Chapman, and today I am pulling back the clerical curtain on a modern-day Marxist who's been masquerading as a minister for far too long, and we need to expose it today. But before we start connecting these dots between Jamal Bryant and Jim Jones, the legendary Jim Jones, let me make sure that you all know which Jim Jones I'm talking about, because I am not talking about the rapper from Harlem. No, I'm talking about the man who literally started a cult and convinced nearly 1,000 people to follow him to a remote jungle in Guyana, where they literally drank the Kool-Aid and they died. So let's go ahead and rewind. Jim Jones was a preacher turned political activist in the 1950s and 1960s who founded a group called the People's Temple. Now, on the surface, right, this group looked like a beacon of racial harmony and social justice. It was just a bunch of kumbaya all the way around. And Jim Jones, he preached against segregation, which you're like, well, what's wrong with that? He welcomed Black members, which at a time, most people would say, well, what is wrong with that? And he said that he believed in equality and justice for all. All of that just sounds good and wonderful, doesn't it? Right? Yeah, it was too good. Here is the twist. Jim Jones, you guys, he didn't really believe in the Bible. He kind of just used scripture like seasoning, like a little Lawry's. He used just enough to fool the flock, but not enough to feed anybody's soul. And what he really believed in was Marxism. See, I've been using that term a lot. You've been hearing the term Marxism a lot. Jim Jones's sermons were soaked in socialist ideology. And over time, he started replacing Jesus with the collective, this collective salvation. He started replacing salvation with revolution and the church with the state.
Still not aware of what God is. God is perfect freedom, justice, equality, and thus the only thing